Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Matlab Master Class series. I warmly welcome you to the session. Thanks for coming and thank you for your time. And let's welcome the early comers. Good evening, Akash. Good evening, Priyadarshan. Good evening, Gayatri. Mickey Billay. Good evening, Kenali Khan. Good evening, Bishal. Good evening, Math and Tech. Good evening, Akshay. Good evening, Aji. Good evening, Frederick. Good evening, Shubham Kumar. Good evening, Akash, good evening. Joshua Jerry Hansen, good evening. Ankur, good evening. Mohammed Kumar, good evening. Giri, good evening. Vincent, Asta, Shishir, Shuyash, good evening. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming. Amit, good evening. Aarti, Imran, good evening. Mohan Raj, Lokesh, Ritesh, Ashish, good evening. So thank you so much for your time. Let's start the session. Why 30 days challenge? Okay, so we have kept this Matlab Masterclass for 30 days because for any habit to form, like it needs 30 days. Okay, to form a habit, it needs 30 days. So if you have attended the previous version, like previous MATLAB sessions or previous sessions from Pantec, you might be aware of the both skill set as well as mindset. Okay, so every program we provide some mindset lesson as well as the skill set lesson. So for all the 30 days, you will be having a mindset lesson plus the skill set. Okay, so what we are going to learn on this 30 days. So first, I will give you an overview of what we are going to learn for this 30 days, and then we can go for the session. Okay. So this is a pure practical session. There is no theoretical part in this. All these 30 days will be practical. So enjoy the session. Day one is getting started with MATLAB. Okay. So in this session, like we'll be covering up the basics of MATLAB, the introduction to MATLAB, basics of MATLAB. Like we'll be covering up the for loop, if loop, while loop, switch case statement, and how to create your own functions. Okay, how to create your own functions. So and how to save this, how to draw plots and subplots. All these topics will be covered up in getting started with MATLAB on day one. Okay, day two is image processing using MATLAB. In this session, we'll be covering up how to read an image of any file formats, DICOM image, and for medical image processing, and how to process this image, mathematical operations, how to process mathematical operations in an image, and how to do edge detection, how to add noise to the image, how to remove the noise using the filters. So all these topics will be covering up on image processing using MATLAB for both grayscale as well as for color image. Okay, and for video, day three is of video processing. I'll try to go slow. Day three is video processing. In this topic, we will be covering up how to read video and how to extract that video to frames and how to convert the frame back to a video again. Okay, and how to add noise to the video, and how to capture frames from the webcam, and how to do a real-time video processing. That will be covering up on day three. Okay, and day four and day five is of similar topic, is of graphical user interface. Okay, you could develop your own application development, the GUI, and you could attach to the code. So that will be covering upon day 4 and day 5. Okay, day 5 is app development. Day 4 is of guide based MATLAB. Day 5 is app development. It is not on Android app or iOS app. It is based on MATLAB apps. Okay, so that you could deploy the project, deploy the source code. Okay, so day 6. So good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming today. Like day 6 is of computer vision. Okay, in computer vision, like we'll be covering up how to do the optical character recognition, how to do face detection. We'll be using the computer vision toolbox from MATLAB. Okay, we'll be using the computer vision toolbox from MATLAB, and we'll be doing this simple applications on using computer vision toolbox. The optical character recognition, face detection, and barcode recognition. Okay, that's on day 6. Day 7 is of fuzzy logic design. Okay, fuzzy logic design, like we'll be covering up how to do a traffic light controller using fuzzy logic. Okay, that is on day 7. Like we'll be covering up the fuzzy logic design on MATLAB. And day 8 is of neural networks. Okay, day 8 is of neural networks, like how to design your own neural network for the application. Like the application will be doing like food classification as well as the flower classification. Okay, so these are the topics which will be covering up on the neural network. On day 9, okay, so give me a minute. Okay, day 9 is of feature extraction. We will be covering up various feature extraction technique, because feature extraction plays a major role on machine learning. Okay, so for example, you take face recognition. You cannot store face on a database and you cannot compare the face. You have to extract the features from the face and you have to do the comparison. Okay, so we'll be going through the different types of feature extraction using MATLAB. Okay, and day 10 is of machine learning using SVM algorithm, support vector machines. Day 10 is SVM and day 11 is KNN algorithm, K nearest neighbor algorithm. And day 12 is how breast cancer detection using machine learning. Okay, so this topic, day 8 to day 13 is neural networks and machine learning, and day 13 is machine learning and IoT. Okay, so if you are ready to learn, just type RTL in the chat box. RTL in the chat box. Just type. So for this 15 days, like we'll be covering up the basics of the image video processing, app development, computer vision, fuzzy logic, and then neural networks and machine learning. Okay, day 13. Day 14 is deep learning. How to make a simple CNN. Okay, how to make a simple CNN. How to create a simple CNN for recognition. That will be covering up on day 14. Day 15 is supervised learning. How to apply transfer learning, like using AlexNet and DenseNet. That will be covering up on day 15. Day 16, we will be covering up face recognition, real-time face recognition using MATLAB, using the convolution neural networks. Okay, that is, we will be covering up on day 16. Day 17 is RCNN, regional convolution neural network. Okay, regional convolution neural network using MATLAB. The application is face detection. Okay, day 17. Day 18 is semantic segmentation. We will be covering up the segmentation using deep learning. Okay, image segmentation using deep learning. And day 19 is LSTM, long and short-term memory networks. How to implement the recurrent neural networks. That will be covering up on day 19. Okay, day 20 is unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning using MATLAB. Day 20 is unsupervised learning using MATLAB. Day 21 is segmentation, and day 22 is compression, like how to segment image, like using thresholding. Okay, and day 22 is image compression, how to implement a simple image compression technique. Okay, and day 23 is steganography, how to implement LSP steganography using MATLAB. Okay, and day 24 is augmented reality using MATLAB. All these are source codes. I'll be explaining the code line by line, and you'll be having a great learning on this event. Okay, all these are practical sessions, so don't miss the sessions. And day 25 is video surveillance and motion detection. Okay, day 25 is video surveillance and motion detection using MATLAB. And day 26 is real-time drowsy detection using the convolution neural networks. Okay, real-time using using the facial parts extraction, like the eye extraction and the mouth extraction, and we'll be training the CNN for drowsy detection. Okay, that is on day 26. Day 27 is a leaf disease recognition using MATLAB. Day 28 is SLAM, self and localization and mapping using LIDAR. Okay, for autonomous robots. And day 29 is kidney stone detection using MATLAB. And day 30 is graduation and wrap-up session. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to learn on this 30 days. If you are ready to learn, just type RTL in the chat box. Just type RTL in the chat box. I'll go through your chat. Thank you, Vashan. Thank you, Vijay, Ruchi Pandey, Neil Paul, Zahir, Amit Sharma, Ved Pradap, Sachin, thank you. Suresh, thank you. Nishan, thank you. Sai Pranav, thank you. Syed, thank you. Kapil, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'll try to go slow, okay, on the practical sessions. and I will explain each and every line of the code. So I ensure that you have a great takeaway on this event. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's okay. I'll give a short introduction about Pantech and about me for 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, and then we can go for the session. Okay, Pantech was started in the year 2004. Like, we basically manufacture embedded motherboards like microcontroller boards, DSP boards, and FPGA boards. We do also manufacture a lot of lab equipments for electronics as well as for electrical engineering colleges. Okay, we also manufacture EEG headset and AI development boards. So if you want to know more about our products, and log on to our website, pantechsolutions.net. Okay, so our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. So far, we have trained 1 lakh plus students on YouTube. So this year, we have a mark of around to train 8 lakh plus students on YouTube. About me, my name is M.K. Jeevarajan. I completed my master's in the year 2004 from College of Engineering, Guindy, Chennai, India, and my bachelor degree in Government College of Engineering, Bagur. So my primary expertise is on microcontrollers. I used to work on various microcontrollers like 8051 PIC, AVR, and ARM microcontrollers, MSP430, PSOC. Okay, on DSP architecture, I have worked on Shark, Blackfen processors, and Texas Instruments C6000 series and C2000 series. On FPGAs, I have worked on Xilinx as well as on Altera devices, on Vertex as well as Spartan series FPGA. So I am responsible for the research and development team in Pantech, and I am responsible for the new product development team in Pantech. I have around 18 plus experience. I have worked on various image processing algorithms over the period of time. So this session is about sharing my knowledge with you. So I hope you'll have a great learning on this session. I have shared my LinkedIn link here. Like, I will also put this on chat. I'm happy to connect with you. Okay. So I just share my chat. It's running. Give me a minute. I will pin it. Okay. So I have pinned that LinkedIn link on the chat box. I'm happy to connect and happy to help. Okay. So if you want to connect with me, like, just give me a connection request. I'm happy to connect and happy to help. So disclaimer, like, Pantech is not associated with Matlab. So all trademarks which was used in this presentation or used in this course is owned by the respective owners. Okay. So Pantech has no formal association with Pantech. You could download the trial version. So I will provide the trial version link at the end of the in the description box at the end of the session. So you could use this link and you could download the trial version. I will also send you the video today. Like, you could see the video of how to install the trial version. Choose deep learning and machine learning. Okay, choose deep learning and machine learning, and so that's the thing which we needed. On seeing the video, you could install the trial version. So do it today, because the trial is only for 30 days. That's why I have not sent yesterday. If you install today, so we could complete the session, like, we could complete the 30 days challenge successfully. Okay, so you will have enough time to do that. So I will share you the link on the description at the end of the session. Like, you follow this link and you download the trial version. It's very simple. There is nothing hard, but still I'll send you the video on email. Okay. So coming to the announcement, the link will be available attendance link will be available at 8:30 p.m. So minimum attendance required for an free e-certificate is 27 days. You have to submit the attendance form for 27 days. There may be waiver for 1 or 2 days, but you should have an attendance for an free e-certificate. If you want a free e-certificate from Pantech, then it is mandatory to submit the attendance form for 27 days, and the link will be valid for only 1 hour after the event. We will be closing that Google form within 1 hour, so it will be expired after that, so you cannot submit the attendance. For internship candidates, no attendance required, and we also provide a portal link, like, where you could learn. So the attendance will be calculated from the portal. Okay, so the portal can be accessed for 6 months. Okay. For some classes, on the 30-day sessions, for some classes, if I am not able to present it on live, I will be using the recorded video, maybe for 4 or 5 sessions. Okay, not more than that. If I am not able to present it on live, I'll be using the recorded video for streaming to improve the learning experience, or to present the session. Okay, So videos will be removed from YouTube after 3 days. You have only 3 days of time to go through the video and to practice. Okay, so you have to do practice within 3 days. And PPT and source code download will be is available only for the paid internships. But I assure you that on seeing this video, you could be able to reproduce the code and you could also practice the session. Okay, so this is on YouTube. This is a free session. Like there is nothing hidden on this. Definitely, I assure you, you could. It will be valuable for you at the end of the session. Like I'll be asking, whether it is valuable or not. You just give me your feedback at the time. Okay. So coming to the internship, like what you get on this 30-day internship, like we have 30 days video coaching lessons, and we have weekend live Q&A sessions for 30 days. Okay, this video coaching lessons will be available for 6 months. Okay, 6 months. An internship certificate, you will be getting the internship certificate, and 10 plus projects source code you could download. Resume building session from Prasad Ganiraj, and you could download the PPTs on PPT format, and you could download the source codes and private group WhatsApp group access for Q&A. So the total value is the value is 750 rupees. Okay, so if you could avail this offer. Let's start with the mindset lesson today. Okay, so the mindset lesson for the day today is on the day one. Okay, for all 30 days, I'll be giving you a mindset lesson. You have to do the activity. Okay, so you should have a definite goal. Let me ask you a question, like how many of them have the habit of writing the goal on a notebook or a paper? Just type me in the comment box. Okay, if you don't have the habit of writing the goal daily, just type no in the chat box. How many of them have the habit of writing the goal on the notebook? Just type me in the chat box. If else, type no in the chat box. Okay. I'm waiting for your chat. Like Shobita, thank you. Prabal Gupta, thank you. Akansha, thank you. Arnav Paul, no. Okay. So those who are saying no, I appreciate your honesty. Okay. And those who are saying me, it's also okay. It's good to have writing the goal. So I want you to do this activity daily. Like you should have a goal. Okay, it may be a long-term goal or it may be a short-term goal, but you have the habit of writing the goal on the paper. Okay, so definitely that will happen. Once you write the goal, you also write how to achieve the goal. Okay, you list 20 points, list 20 solutions how to achieve the goal. You just do this activity daily on basis for this 30 days. Okay, for this 30 days, you just write the goal on a paper and how to achieve that goal on the paper for 30 days. Okay, for 30 days. So this is the mindset lesson for the day. So you just follow this one. Let's go for the day today. Okay, session today. So today's session, we are going to learn introduction to MATLAB. What is scripts and what is live scripts? What is variables, arrays, and matrix? Okay, and what is loops and functions? Like how to write your own functions and how to write a for loop, if loop, while loop, switch case, and okay, and what is plots and subplots, and how to save, read, and write a mat or text file. So these are the things which we are going to learn today. So I'll give a short introduction about MATLAB. MATLAB was founded by Cleve Moller, like in 1984, by a company called MathWorks. Okay, MATLAB was a product of a company called MathWorks. Basically, it was introduced as a simulation tool. Like simulation tool means like no need to have the hardware. Like you could verify the algorithms. Everything will be on the software. You could verify the algorithms on the software itself. Okay. MATLAB also supports graphical programming. Graphical programming means no need to write the program in C or ASM language. You just drag and drop, create the code, and download the code to the target hardware. Okay, it may be Raspberry Pi, it may be Arduino, or it may be any type of FPGA. So MATLAB has the capability of generating the codes to the target hardware. It has MATLAB coders. MATLAB has special coders, GPU coders, where you could generate the MATLAB codes to the target hardware. Okay, so that's graphical programming. There are only two vendors like supports graphical programming to the hardware. One is MATLAB and another is LabVIEW. Okay. So MATLAB can also be interfaced with other high-level language, with C, C++, Java, or .NET, or any language. You could interface those language. Okay. So coming to the applications wise, it could be used on MATLAB can be used on aerospace, biometrics, medical, finance, okay, control systems, civil engineering, mechanical engineering. if wherever you use mathematics, okay, if the answer is yes, then you could use MATLAB. Okay, you could also use that in marketing analysis, okay, for analytics decisions. Wherever you have data and mathematics, you could use MATLAB. Okay, so let's go for the practical session. So once you open MATLAB, okay, once you open MATLAB, you will see this window. Okay, you will see this window, and this is called current folder. Okay, the first thing you have to do is to change the path. I have a folder called demo on the desktop. I just copy this path, right click, copy, okay, and cd, single quotes, control V. I just increase the font size. Give me a minute. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is to change the path. Okay, for every 5 minutes I'll be asking whether it is clear or repeat. If it is not clear, just type repeat in the chat box. If you are clear with that topic, you just type clear in the chat box. Okay, so on going through the chat, I will repeat. Okay, so the first thing you have to do in MATLAB is to change the path, because by default the MATLAB looks only on this current working directory. Okay, it looks the source code, it looks the code functions, and it looks the images. Everything should be located on this folder. If it is not there, then it will go and look for the MATLAB default directory, where you have to set here the set path. At set path only if it is in this path, okay, then it will work. Else you have to copy and paste the codes and copy and paste the images at this folder. Okay, the first thing is to change the path, and this is called command window, where you could type a single line of commands. Okay, and if you type edit, you will get an editor window where you could type multiple lines of programs. Okay, this window is called editor window, and this is called workspace. Okay, so the whatever the value which you type in the command window will be stored in the workspace. It is just like a temporary memory. Okay, temporary memory, and this is called command history. So whatever the commands which you type on the command window will be here. Like for example, I type a equal to 5. Okay, it stores the value in the workspace. Also, it also stores in command history. I will show you. I will show you here. Give me a minute. Okay. So it also stores here. See the b equal to. I just type b equal to 6. Okay. So you got it in the command history. You also got it in the workspace. Okay. I just type c equal to a plus b. So command window, you could use only single line of commands. You could select this one. You could select, right click, go for create script. Okay, create script. So this will create a script here. You could save the script. You could save the script as example 1. Okay, so there are two options. One is script and one is live script. Okay, script, you could have only the commentary lines. I'm going to copy the same code and I'm going to paste it on the live script. Okay, live script. I just save this program as example 2. Okay, whereas in live script, you could have, like, you just go for insert. Okay, you just go for insert live editor. You could insert here. Okay, you should insert text. Okay, where you could have heading like title. This is title. This is just like a Jupyter notebook, where you could have the text as well as the paragraph, everything. Okay, heading. I could also have an image over here. Okay, okay, I just insert an image. Okay, save this program, and to run this program, this is the run button. Okay, disp of C. The output will be displayed on the command window. Okay, so you have three options here: output on the right, output inline, and this is hide code. Okay, this will hide the code, output inline, and you could save this file as save export to PDF. Okay, ex2.pdf. If you save this, so this you could save this as example2.pdf. So I just open this folder. Okay, so this is the PDF. Okay, so you could have the program, you could have the explanation about the program, in text, and you could have the equations. So everything. So this live script is used for educators. Okay, live script is used for educators. If you have only the source code, you could put it on the M file. Okay, you could put it on this M file. So live script will come with the extension called .mlx, whereas M file will come with extension called ex1.m. Okay, so you could keep a breakpoint. So breakpoint is used to stop the execution of the program. Just click to keep a breakpoint. Click run, so that the program will stop at the breakpoint, and you could analyze the variable. Okay, a b value, what is happening. So you keep a breakpoint and click continue. Okay, so this is just to analyze the program. Breakpoint is used to analyze the program, to stop the execution of the program and to analyze. Okay, so CLC for clearing the command window, clear for variable clear. Okay, close all to close all the any figures which was open in the previous program. Okay, so so far, like, we have covered up the what is command window, what is command history, what is workspace, and script and live script. Okay, and then we have covered up like script and live script. Okay, and breakpoints. Is that clear? Just type clear in the chat box. Is that clear? If you want me to repeat, just type repeat in the chat box. Just type clear. If you want me to repeat, just type repeat in the chat box. Okay, is that clear? If it is clear, just type clear in the chat box. If you want me to repeat in the chat box. Let me see. Let me go through the chat. Okay, so I'll give you a short recap, because some of them are asking for repeat. I'll give you a short recap. See, this is command window. Okay, where you could type a single line of commands. Okay, and this is editor window, where you could have a lengthy program. Okay, and this is command history. Whatever the commands you type in the command window will be on the command history. Okay, so for example, I just type clear dbq to quit the debug mode. Okay, so if I type a equal to 5, this value will be stored in the workspace. Okay, workspace is just like a temporary memory. You could double click this variable, and you could view the content of the variable here. Okay, so you have two options. One is script, another is live script. Script is used only, like, you could have like comment line. Okay, this is a comment line. You cannot have image, you cannot have the text on the only you could have a comment line as well as the commands on the M file, on the M file editor. Okay, whereas for the MLX file, whereas for the live editor, live script, you could have a title, you could have a heading, you could have an image, and you could have the code. Okay, you have three options: output on right, output on left, output inline, and if you want to hide the code, this code. Okay, only the results will be displayed. Okay, and this file you could save this one and export as a PDF file. Okay, you could save this file and export as a PDF file. I save this file. Go for live editor, go for save, export to PDF. Okay, ex3.pdf. So it will be stored in the current working folder. This file will be stored in the current working folder. Okay, So for matrix 1, 2, 3, you could directly give for array declaration, you could give in this form, okay, and you could access the array value by b of a comma 3 will give you the, you could access the array value here, okay, or you could give a equal to 1 to 10. So this will take 1 to 10, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for matrix, this is the syntax for matrix, okay. If you want to find the minimum value of a matrix, min of a, you have to give min 2 times. So this is the minimum value. If you give one time, okay, if you give one time, so it will give you the minimum row, okay. So if you give it back again, so this will give you the minimum value of a, okay. So for finding the maximum value, max of a. So this is all MATLAB will support all mathematical operators as like C. All the arithmetic operations, bit shift operations, everything MATLAB will support, okay. So matrix multiplications, matrix divisions, matrix additions will also support. So let's go for functions. How to write functions? File, new function, click function, okay. So you got a function here. I'm going to give a function name, okay, and these are the two input arguments, okay. C equal to a plus b, okay. This name, function name and the file name should be same, okay. The function name and the file name should be same. C equal to add of a comma b, okay. So save this program. C equal to add of 4 comma 5, okay. So I'm going to create one more function, file, new function, and this is multiplication, okay. So a comma b, C equal to a into b, okay. C equal to a into b. Save this program as MUL, okay. So MUL of 4 comma 15, okay. Now I'm going to call this two function from a file. I give a equal to 4, b equal to 5, okay, and just type CLC clear, okay. C equal to add of a comma b, and d equal to MUL of multiplication of a comma b, okay. Save this program. Test. I just type as example 2, okay. Now just keep a breakpoint here to stop the execution of the program. Click run button. I have to save this file as different name, example 3, okay. Just keep a breakpoint, run the program. So if I press step in on the top, okay, press step in on the top, it goes inside this function and it calculates, it return backs, okay, goes inside this function, calculate and return backs, okay. So now you could display here disp of C and disp of D, okay. Okay, so the output will be displayed in the command window, okay. So I repeat this program. I have created two functions, okay, two functions. This function name and the file name should be same. Okay, function name and the file name should be same. To create a function, go for new function, then save the program, save as, file save as. Okay, before that, you just modify here the function name addition. Okay, if I give addition, while I save, the same name should be there. This name and the file name should be same. Okay, input arguments A and B are the two input arguments. Okay, and C is the output argument, A plus B. So this output argument, I have to modify this as C. Okay, so we have two input arguments on the right hand side and one output argument, C. So it goes inside the function. So save the program. You could copy here. Okay, so if you check, we'll get C. Okay, if this is clear, just type clear in the chat box. If function is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Clear in the chat box. If function is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Okay, if function is clear, just type clear in the chat box. Okay, so if you want to have functions, two functions on the same file, I'm going to give function. Okay, function test. I'm just going to copy this function. Okay, I just copy these two functions on the same file. Okay, save the program as test. Disp of C and disp of D. Disp of C and disp of D. Run the program. Okay, so like you have the addition and multiplication, you just keep a breakpoint. That should not be end. Okay, I just remove this end. Okay, I just keep a breakpoint. I click step in. It goes inside this function, it does the operations and it returns back. Okay, step in. Okay, multiplication, disp of C and disp of D. Okay, so we have a function, two functions on the same file. Is this clear? Is this clear? Like the function is clear, just type clear in the chat box, because there is no point in moving like without like, if you want me to repeat, just type repeat in the chat box. I'll go with the majority. Okay, Tejas is asking for repeat. Tejas Kambli is asking for repeat. Shivam Srivatsa is asking for repeat. Is that clear? Just type clear in the chat box. If you want me to repeat, just type repeat in the chat box. Patel, thank you. Shura Ghosh is asking for repeat. Shaik is also asking for repeat. Okay, so I will give you a small, I will give you a short recap. Okay, see, there is an option called new function. Okay, we have seen script and live script. New function, you click function, you will get this one. You change the name here. Okay, you change the name here and the input arguments, whatever the input arguments you want, you give the input arguments. Okay, and left hand side is the output arguments. Okay, so C equal to A plus B. Okay, while you save this name, the function name, this is function name, this name and the file name should be same. Function name and the file name should be same. Okay, so like now if you want to execute this function, you copy this one, bring it to the command window. If it is like this K, if it is like this, it means it is in the debug mode. So type dbqt in the command window to exit the debug mode. Okay, I just paste this here. Okay, so A is 4 and B is 2. Okay, the output will be displayed here. So this is to write the functions. You could include a function on the main program. This is the main program. where we have a equal to 4 and b equal to 5, and we have called this function. Okay, we have called this function c equal to addition, it does the addition, and d equal to it does the multiplication. You just keep a breakpoint here, click run. The breakpoint is used to stop the execution of the program. Okay, breakpoint is used to stop the execution of the program. Once you keep the breakpoint, the program will stop here. Use step in to go inside this function. Okay, to go inside this function and click step. Okay, it come back, step in, go inside this function, come back. Okay, this is one way. Okay, if you want to have function inside this main program, then you create as a function test. Okay, a equal to 4, b equal to 5. You have the function code below. There should not be end. You just remove this end, else you could give return a equal to 4, b equal to 5. I just keep a breakpoint here, continue. Okay, it goes inside this code. Okay, it goes inside this function, it calculates and come back. Okay, so that's all about functions. Let's go for the next program. The next program is about for loop. How to write for loop. Okay, I just type edit in the command window to open the new editor window. Okay, for I equal to 1 to 100. Okay, 1 to 100, CLC clear, I use CLC clear, a equal to 5. Okay, it means I will be incremented 5 times. Okay, a equal to a plus 1, disp of a, disp of a. Save the program as example 4. Okay, save the program as example 4. So I just keep a breakpoint here, run the program. Okay, step in. Okay, so this will continue for 100 times. So I just keep a breakpoint here and give continue and check the value of a. It is 105. Okay, so this for loop. So you could, if you give 2 as an increment, it will increment the value of I value by 2. I just type disp of I here. Okay, I just keep a breakpoint to analyze. If you check the value of I, the first time the value of I is 1, the next time the value of I is 3, okay, and then 5. Okay, it increments the value by 2. Okay, it increments the value by 2 and it runs. I just remove this breakpoint and give continue. So if you check, the value of a is 55. Okay, the value of a is 55. So this is a for loop. This is for loop. If for loop is clear, just type clear the chat box. If for loop is clear, if you could also have nested for loops for j equal to 1 to 10. Okay, so this is indentation. You could save the program. There is no indentation on MATLAB. As like Python, there is no indentation on MATLAB. Right? Okay. So this, if you check the value of I, it's 100 times. Okay. For I 10 times, for j 10 times. I'll go slow. Soul power is asking for slowdown. Soul power is asking for slowdown. I'll go slow. I'll go slow. Kidist Ameha is also asking for slow. Okay, I'll go slow. Okay. See, this is a simple example for loop. Okay. For I equal to 1 to 10. This value, this I have explained on the array, like if you give a equal to 1 is to 5, it means it takes the value a, the value of a is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If you give an increment value between, so it takes 1, 3 and 5. Okay, this is the initial value and this is the end value, and it increments the value by 2. Okay, this is a simple for loop. This is a simple for loop. Let us go for if loop. Okay, let's go for if loop. CLC clear. Okay, close all. A is 5. Okay, if a equals 5, else if a if a is less than 5, okay, a is less than 5, else if a equals 5, okay, else end, okay. Okay, disp of a is 5, okay. Display is just to display on the command window. A less than 5, okay, a is 5, greater than 5, okay. So I save the program, example 5, I put a breakpoint here, okay, a equal to 5. So I just keep a breakpoint, so it step, okay, it goes inside this function, disp of a is 5, and step in, okay. It's very simple, the code is very simple. If a less than 5, okay, it goes inside this value, else if a equal to 5, disp a is 5, else disp a is greater than 5. This is an example for simple if loop. dbqt, Abhinaya is asking for dbqt, it's for debug qt, okay. See, actually this k is now in debug mode. It means the program is in debug mode. See, on the top you could see there is a qt debugging. You either click this qt debugging or you just type dbqt in the command window, it comes to the normal mode, okay. I'll tell you when it will start, when it will be in debug mode. If I have a breakpoint here, and if I run the program, it will be on the debug mode here. So you have to qt debugging here, or you just type dbqt on the command window, okay. dbqt on the command window. Okay. This is a simple if loop. So far we have covered up functions, how to create your own functions, for loop and if loop. If this is clear, just type clear in the chat box. If you want me to repeat, just type repeat in the chat box. Samrin, thank you. Amjad, thank you. To download Matlab, I will give you the instruction. It will be in the description box. Today's session will be for 1 hour. Like from tomorrow, like we will keep up the session for 45 minutes, okay. Because like today we have the introduction session is somewhat lengthy, so today's session will be for 1 hour, okay. Okay, so let's go for loop, if loop, while loop. Let's go for while loop, okay. CLC clear while loop, a equal to 5, while of, okay, a less than 100, and a equal to a plus 1, okay, disp of a. Save this program as example 6. I keep the breakpoint. Breakpoint is used to stop the execution of the program. When you stop the execution, it will be in debug mode, okay. It is in debug mode. So this will continue till the a value is less than 100, okay. When the a value is greater than 100, the loop will terminate, okay, and it will come out. If you check the value now, it's a is 100, okay. Till a is less than 100, it will be keep on incrementing the value, okay. If you want the infinite loop, you just copy here, you put while of 1, okay, while of 1. You just give a break syntax. If a equals 100, and, okay, break this loop. You have to increment the value here, okay. So example 7, okay, this is to have an infinite loop and to break the value at break the loop at certain condition, okay. So I just keep a breakpoint, save the program, I just keep a breakpoint, okay. So this will continue. Like if you check now, like this, if you check, when a value is 10, it comes and breaks the loop, So if we check the value of A, it is 10. Okay. If it is 100, it breaks the loop at 100. This is a simple example for while loop. Simple example for while loop. So here, first I will explain this code. While A less than 100, A equal to A plus 1, it just increments the value. So this loop will continue till the value of A is less than 100. Okay. And it terminates when A reaches 100. Whereas in this program, like we have an infinite loop here. We have an infinite loop. And if A is, we have given a condition like if the A value is 100, then it breaks the loop. Okay. It breaks the loop and it comes back. Okay. Okay. So this is an example. Okay. This is an example for while loop. So the next experiment is switch case. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? Just type clear in the chat box. I'm waiting for your chat. Is that clear? Is that clear? Just type clear in the chat box. If you want me to repeat in the chat box. So far, we have covered up the functions, how to create your own functions, difference between script and live script, and we have covered up the for loop, how to write a simple for loop, simple if loop, while loop. Okay, these are the things which we have covered up. Switch case. The next thing is switch case. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sanju. The video will be available for 3 days. Ashish Paul, thank you. Bindushri, thank you. Ashish Tripati, thank you. Dr. Ashish, thank you. Rahil Vahara, thank you. Helena, thank you. Ashutosh, thank you. Yuan Sang, thank you. Sai, thank you. So thank you. Okay, let's go for the next one. Okay, switch case. Okay, you could use the help command. I just type help switch in the command window. Switch in the command window. I got a sample code over here. Okay, help switch. I got a sample code. I just copy the sample code. Okay, and I paste it here. So method input is used to get the input from the command window. Okay, enter the number. Enter the number. CLC for clear for CLC for clear screen, clear for variable clear. Okay. I just copy this switch method. Okay. If it is case 1, the method is 1. If it is case 2, the method is 2. If it is case 3, the method is 3. This is for numerical value. Okay, unknown method. Save this program as example 8. Okay, this is for switch case. Switch case, I run the program. I give 2. It displays method is 2. It displays on the command window, the method is 2. I run the program. I click 1. It displays the method is 1. Okay. I just keep a breakpoint here to stop the execution, run the program, give 1, okay, and enter. I check the method is 1, so it comes here, okay, and it displays method is 1. If I give an unknown number, if I run the program and I give an unknown number, okay, it tells unknown method, okay, because otherwise it displays unknown method. Okay, this is a simple switch case. If you want to give a string, then you make this as yes. Okay, I just type the 1 here. Okay, method is 1. This is method is 2. Okay, this is for string. Okay, so run the program again. I just type 1 here. Method is 1. This is for string. Okay, 2. I give unknown string, unknown method. Okay, you could also put conditions on case 1. If you could inside this one, you could have your own code here. Okay, you could have your own code here. You could also have other conditions, if loop or other conditions you could put here. That's not a problem. Okay, so that's not a problem. I just repeat this one. Okay, I just repeat. if you want a numerical switch case statement, if you want a numerical switch case statement, it should be, string should be mentioned in single quotes. Okay, string should be mentioned in single quotes. This is for numeric. This is for numeric. Okay, so I save this program, keep a breakpoint, run. On the command window, I just press 2. Okay, I just press 2 here. Okay, and it displays the method is 2. This is for the numeric value. Okay, for integers method input. If you want string, then you have to put comma single quote. Input is used to get the value from the command window. See, for example, like if this is you enter the number, like you whatever the name you give, so it will be on this method, on this variable method. Okay, so here you could type 1. This is for string. For 2. Okay, and this is for 3. Okay, method is 3. I run this program. 1. Okay, method is 1. 2, method is 2. Okay, this is switch case. So far we have got up for loop, if loop, while loop. Okay, and switch case. Is that clear? Just type clear in the chat box. Breakpoint is used just to stop the execution of the program, just to analyze. No need to keep. The next program is the plot. Okay, plot. How to do plot? A equal to length space is to create a linear space array 0,6. Okay, B equal to sine of A, and C equal to cos of A. Okay, so I plot this one, plot of A comma B. Okay, plot of A comma B. This is for color. Okay, and line width. Line width is 2. Okay, hold on, grid on. Okay, so save this program. Example 9. Okay, example 9. Run this program. So today the program will be for 1 hour. Like from tomorrow onwards, like we could keep up the time. Okay, tomorrow onwards we could keep up the time. Grid on to switch the grid on. Okay, if you check the grid on here. Okay, so hold on to have more than one plot. I've just copied this one. Okay. 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 I make this as green. X label for x-axis. These things you might have cover up on your curriculum, on the B curriculum, like y-axis. Okay, and title for the heading. Okay, and G text, place anywhere. Okay, place anywhere, and legend. Sign, the other one is cos. Okay, save this program, run the program. So this is, so I could place the text at anywhere. So this is the legend. Okay, the sign and the cos, x-axis, y-axis. This is x label and this is y label. This is grid on, and this is G text, and this is heading, and this is the legend. Okay, I explain the code. Length space to create a linear space array vector, B equal to, so you could see the value here, like you could run the breakpoint and you could check and you could see the value here. Sine of A, cos of A. Okay, plot. This is for color. Line width, this line width. Okay. Line width is this line width. Okay. Of 2 and 3. So I will show you the difference. I'll show you the difference of line width. So I give 5 here. So the line width is 5. Okay. X label, X axis, Y label, title, and G text, and legend is sign and cause. Okay. This plot is clear for you. Plot is clear. So far, like we have covered up the scripts, scripts and live scripts, variables, arrays and matrix, loops and functions, plots, and how to save and read and mat and text file. Okay. So we are at the end of the session. To save, like you could save for saving this value. Okay. You could use save A of A, which will store as a mat file here. See, if you check a.mat, I just clear, okay, and load of A will load that file. Okay, so MATLAB will store as a mat file. You could also save this as XLS file. You just type help XLS read, okay, or CSV file, XLS read and write for XLS write, XLS read is there. If you want, you could save as a mat file. Okay, if you want to protect the codes, you just type p code of example1, so which will give you the p codes ex1.p, which you cannot open this code. I delete this, for example, I delete this program. Okay, I delete ex1.m. You could run ex1. Okay, so you will get the output, but you cannot see this one because it's a protected file. Okay, p code stands for protected code. P codes stands for protected codes, and save is for save file. So with this, I close the session. I will take the Q&A session. I will have a Q&A. Before that, I will give you like what are the things which we are covering up on the internship, like the image compression. These are the projects which we are going to cover up on internship. You will also get the same project on live also. Image compression, image segmentation, denoising, recognition, gesture recognition, augmented reality, steganography, cryptography, and cryptography and semantic segmentation, face recognition, breast cancer detection. So all these things, like we are going to see this. So this session is going to be awesome for 30 days. So stay connected till the end of the session, like for the 30 days. Definitely you will be a master in MATLAB. I assure you that definitely you will be a master in MATLAB. This is a pure hands-on. There is no theoretical part on this. So there is no theoretical part. It's going to be a pure hands-on. Okay. So this internship, like the video coaching lessons, like if you want the video more than 3 days for 6 months of access, and a live hackathon, like on Zoom training for Q&A sessions, on internship certificates, the value is some 50 rupees. Okay, it's just like 3 movie tickets for 30 days. Like so, if you would avail, you could avail. Else, you could have a join on the free session also. That's not a problem. That's not mandatory. We also have a combo course offer like Matlab Master Class and Embedded System Design for 30 days, Matlab Master Class for 30 days, and Arduino 30 days, and Brain Computer Interface. Okay, so all this session is 999 rupees. Okay, 999 rupees. So if you wish, you could also avail this offer. This is a combo course offer meant for electronics and communication engineering, those who are studying the electronics. So if you are the other part, like the computer science engineering or from the mechanical part, this will not be useful for you. Mechanical, or because most of the students are from mechanical engineering or from civil engineering out there, and people from data analytics out there, like people from so for them this course will not be useful. But for if you are an electronic student, then definitely you will have a big breakthrough. Like embedded system design, we have got 10 plus projects on embedded system design, and Arduino also 10 plus projects. Okay, so that is available at 999 rupees with brain computer interface session. Okay, using the EEG sensor, because we are the manufacturer of the EEG sensor called BrainSense. Okay, there are only few companies manufacturing the brain computer interface headset on the consumer part. There on the world, like there are only 10 to 15 companies there. Okay, 10 to 15 companies, and we are one of them. So if you would wish to, if you want this one, you could avail this offer. Okay, so I will take the Q&A session. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your patience. For the 1171 tomorrow, like, we will be in track. Okay, we will be in track, and I will complete the session at 45 minutes of time. Deependra Singh, thank you. Ashish, thank you. Nayan. So if you have, I will slow down. Arbind Yadav, I will slow down. Arbind Yadav, I noted your point. I'll slow down tomorrow. I will try to make like so. I will also keep the session short as 45 minutes. Definitely, you will have a great learning on this series. Okay. Bindushri, is this MATLAB not useful for CA students? It is useful. Bindushri, it is useful for CA students because what we are going to cover up is artificial intelligence. Okay, for artificial intelligence, you could use Python, you could use C++, or you could use Coda source codes, and MATLAB is also one among them. Okay, the difference of having MATLAB is a proprietary language, so you got a lot of support from them, and you could complete the design within a short span of time. That's the one advantage of MATLAB. When you go with Python, okay, you could also use the same deep learning on Python. You could also use the same deep learning on MATLAB. But if you want to verify the design soon, like if you want to complete the source code within 10 minutes of time, you believe me, like you could build a deep learning code within 10 minutes of time. I'll show you on the deep learning session. You could write the code within 10 minutes of time. Okay, deep learning code for face recognition, or deep learning code for leaf disease recognition, or deep learning code for object recognition. Everything can be done in 10 minutes of time. That's possible on MATLAB. Siddharth, thank you. Kiddish Ameha, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any questions? Any questions? I would like to take some few questions. Like one more doubt: if we get trial version of MATLAB for 30 days, if you want to use our internship for more than 30 days, then how can you just download the trail with another email? Okay, Avinash Kumar, you just try the you sign up for the other email. Okay. I will share you the. Give me a minute. I will share you the trial version link. Give me a minute. Okay, this is. I have shared the trial version link. I will also put that on the description, on this video description. One moment, please. Okay. Okay. So Pooja is asking for repeat. I'm not sure like what she's asking for repeat. Sure. What is the is there or some codes of MATLAB same as C language? Yes, it looks like C. Thakur, like Preksha Thakur, like the MATLAB language is very simple. See, like there is no need of any declaration like integer or string. It directly takes, you just give a equal to 5 or a equal to 4.5. It takes a value, it gets a value, and it won't show any error. String, you mention it single quotes, it gets a value of string. It's very simple, easy to use. The reason if you want to speed up the the development time in MATLAB, companies use MATLAB for speeding up the development time. Okay, so to verify whether the algorithm will work, later they will code it on Python or not, Python or other language, but you could verify the design within a short span of time. That's the advantage. Computer science students can do MATLAB, and like you could also do it in MATLAB, and it is very easy for you to learn. My advice is to learn both. You could learn both Python as well as on MATLAB. You travel both for artificial. If you want to make your career on artificial intelligence, you learn both MATLAB as well as on Python. P. Shinga, it's useful for mechanical engineering. MATLAB will be useful for mechanical engineering, but the sessions what we cover up is mostly on neural networks and machine learning. And if your application needs machine learning or deep learning, for example, like on the conveyor, like if you want to monitor, if you want to pick up the damaged parts, or if you want to deep learning kind of thing over there, then you could use MATLAB. P. Shinga, but it is of mostly on the image processing, computer vision, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. Okay. Devan Singh, thank you. Kalidas, thank you. Preksha Thakur, or some of the codes. Okay. Gtext, Shanam Shetty, like Gtext, it is used to, you could place the text at anywhere on the graph. Okay, that's the advantage of Gtext. You could, wherever you put the cursor, you could place the text. Okay. Computational physics, STEC, like computational physics, if you use mathematics, then definitely like you could use MATLAB. Okay, MATLAB stands for Matrix Laboratory, and the Cleve Moller is basically, he's not an engineer, he's a mathematician. Okay, he's a mathematician. So like if the computational physics, I'm not sure about computation, I'm from a EC background, electronics background, I'm not sure about the computational physics, what but if you use mathematics there, definitely you could use MATLAB. Okay, definitely you could use MATLAB. Devish Pot, yes, this course is useful for, this is for electronic students only. Okay, what is dbqt and why we are not using function used? So what is dbqt? Dbqt is for debug qt. Okay, if you keep a breakpoint on the program, the program will stop at the at that location. Okay, at that location. So I'll show you, like debug location. See, if I just keep a breakpoint here and I click the run button, so it stops at this program. So I just type dbqt to exit this debug mode. Now the program is in debug mode. Okay, so there is two options. Either you type dbqt in the command window, or there is an option on the top, qt debugging. Okay, you just click qt debugging, or you just type dbqt in the command window. Okay. Karthik Ramesh, sir, is there any opportunity to learn robust analysis? Karthik Ramesh, I'm not clear with your question. I'm not getting your point. Robust analysis, to learn robust analysis of what? Kishore Kumar, I'm optical fiber design. I'm FPGA interface with MATLAB. Sorry, the session is not covered, but you could do FPGA. You could generate. MATLAB has a coder to download the programs. You could download the Simulink files directly to the target FPGA, Xilinx FPGA. You could target. You could generate the HTLs. You could generate the HTL and you could download that. And system generator, like I'm not sure like whether they are giving support for system generator. Like system generator also, you could do the same thing on the Simulink block sets. MATLAB has a separate block sets for Xilinx block sets using system generator. You could download you could generate, you could make a design on the system generator and you could download the program. For bioinformatics, yes, I think the MATLAB has a toolbox for bioinformatics, but this course is about image processing, deep learning, neural networks, machine learning. If you want to learn machine learning or deep learning or neural networks, then you could attend this course. I'm not sure about the bioinformatics part, but biomedical, is it used in biomedical instrumentation? Surya Dev, like biomedical application you can do, like for example cancer detection, breast cancer detection, x-ray imaging. If you want to analyze the x-ray imaging, definitely you could do that. Okay. How much it's used for electrical engineering students, MATLAB and Python both? Piyush Mehta, how much it is used for electrical engineering students? This course is about more on the computer vision, OpenCV, and computer vision, deep learning, neural networks, and image processing applications. Okay. Electrical engineering, we have a separate session for Simulink. How to write nested loops? Nested loops, it's very easy. Harsha Reddy, like you could have nested loops in MATLAB. That's not a problem. Like, see, you could have this is one example. Like you could have multiple nested loops, for loop, if loop, you could have nested loops. Okay. Ashish, like Dr. Ashish, you cannot avail the video forever. Like you could rent it for 6 months for 750 rupees. Okay, 750 rupees on the learn portal. I'll show you the portal, like you just go for learn.pantecsolutions.net. So like you will have this, like you have two courses. Once you purchase this course, you will have both Matlab Master Class as well as the AI using MATLAB. Okay, so where you have the video over here, like you could watch this video and you could download the PPT and you could download the source codes. Okay, everything is there, like image compression, download PPT, source code will be there on the code itself, like real-time object detection using MATLAB, face recognition using MATLAB. Okay, but on YouTube it is free and the video will be available for 3 days. You could use it for free, you could learn it on free. if it is free for any time, like, definitely you won't learn. But if you have a constraint that you have to watch the video with 3 days, definitely you will learn. Definitely you will learn. So that's the reason, like, when you when you get it for free, like, people don't value. Okay, people don't value when you get it for free. Like, that's why we have a limitations of having 3 days on the video on YouTube. But the knowledge we share is, there is no hidden. Everything is like, is absolutely, like, you could make, uh, on seeing this video, you could make, on it, on your own. This is course useful for chemical students. Please provide the PPT. PPT is available only for the paid version internship PPT. And but I'll be sharing you the notes on the WhatsApp group. You just join the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing the ebooks on the WhatsApp group. So all the necessary necessary materials, like what are the syntax which is supported by MATLAB, all those things, I will be sharing that on the MATLAB, on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Rushal shop, thank you. Software download link. I have software download link. I have put the link on the description box. I have put the link on the description box. Okay, is this course useful for, definitely, I think, okay. So I close this session. Thank you so much for your time, and see you on the next session tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.